Tuesday, May the 8th, 2018, here with your free live show. Of course, we are here on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. If you're at Sports Chat Place and looking for Dog of the Day, just hit the subscribe button in the bottom corner and you'll go to our YouTube channel. And on our YouTube channel, we have all of the videos archived for the day. Also up here in the upper left-hand corner, there's three straight lines. There's three straight lines, and of course, on those lines, just click on that and it'll show a menu of all the videos as well. But of course, we're here 7 days a week, 365 days a year, most of the time at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes different times if I'm traveling or something like that, but that is just the nature of the beast. It happens. Next week I'll be traveling again, so we're gonna have some interesting times. We'll figure it out. I know that I'll be on the ground at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, just not sure where I'll be, so I might have to do separate shows on some of those days. It's going to be one of the more interesting trips because I'm not going to be in Vegas, where normally when I'm traveling, I'm going to Vegas. I have my place there, so it's almost like being home, but I'm going to my nephew's graduation in Cincinnati, Ohio. So we'll see how we always figure out a way. Of course, the show always does go on. If it's just on YouTube, it's just on YouTube for a week. If it won't be just on Facebook, that's for sure. So you don't have to worry about that. If it's just on one thing, it's going to be YouTube. So just taking care of some quick housekeeping here. I know yesterday, not a great day. Those short schedules and trying to force out picks, it's always, it rarely works out for us. When it does, I mean, like I said, it is what it is. No excuses, but I'll tell you, when you have 7 baseball games to choose from, it doesn't really it can make it a little difficult. That's for sure. Just, like I said, trying to get some things in order, give everybody a chance to get here. But, of course, we'll have at least 3 free picks, and we're going to figure out next week. I'm leaving on Wednesday, but I'll be here for the show. So Thursday's show will be probably strange. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday is going to be the really rough day of the following week. Yeah, it happens. I mean, the Tigers did give that game away. And, you know, we've had some where, you know, the other team gave it away to us. And that is betting on sports. You know, that's what we signed up for. Sometimes it works in our favor and sometimes it doesn't. So, you know, you always hope that they're going to work in your favor, but it doesn't always work that way. I'm trying to get the YouTube page set up. They don't let you do it. Yeah, the premium and the premium plus, Roman is asking this question. Not only have I explained it, I made a video of it that's sitting on the YouTube channel that you can just go and watch the video. So if you go to our YouTube channel, Sports Chat Place, you'll see I have a bunch of videos there right on the front page of it. And it says, one says, what's the difference between the premium and the premium plus? So that's really the best place you can go to find that answer. But I do explain it often. It's basically more picks. That's all it is. You know, I try and win all my premium picks, and my premium plus are my best of my best bets. The premium plus are supposed to be the best of the best. Doesn't always work that way, you know, when the final scores are. It's sports betting, but it's the way I feel going in. Some days they're stronger than others, like anything else. No excuses, of course, for losers. Losing sucks. No one wants to pay for losing, that's for damn sure. So we do it the best we can. We don't promise to win every single game. We don't make outrageous promises. We don't like say what our record was or whatever. Our record is what our record is, and you can check that out, verified. We're not like some of the other guys. If they don't show you their picks from the day before and they just say this was our record, I wouldn't trust them at all. I would run. I would say run, don't walk. Because I can tell you whatever my record is. Oh yeah, I went 1-4 yesterday, but the one that I won was my 10,000 unit play. All the other ones were 1 unit play. So I'm plus 997 units, even though I'm 1-4. It's an old trick. Don't fall for it. Bugs me, to be honest with you. If you're buying people that don't have like an automated pick grading system, anything like that, basically they're sleaze. That's pretty much what I'm saying. But just getting the channel together. Because, you guys know, I don't have winning days every single day. I certainly don't win every single game. Some days are worse than others. Some days are better than others. That's the nature of the beast. That is sports betting. But I'm never just going to sit here and say, oh, this is what happened yesterday, or like when you guys hammer me when I had a bad day or whatever. I don't like it, but it's like, I know when I win that you guys don't say it. A lot of time people will say nothing, and when I lose, it's like, everyone jumps on. I've been doing this. I've been doing video for 10 years. It's like July 1st will be 10 years we've been doing video. Sports Shop Place. I know. It's like, I know how it works. And that's cool with it. That is what I signed up for. I love you guys. And like I always say, you guys have a lot of choices now to different places where you can go for live shows. You have different choices where you can go for free picks. You have different places you can go for premium picks. I appreciate that you guys take the time to come to my show and to make mine part of the mix. I know nobody just goes to one page, but the Premium Plus does not give to other handicappers. The Premium and Premium Plus are just my picks, and Sports Chat Experts is everybody's picks. And you can get you can get 2 for 1 cappers, 3 for 1. You can create your own Premium and Premium Plus at Sports Chat Experts. That's the way that we've set it up now. It's just easier. Yep, the Cavs, that was an easy winner yesterday, I thought. The thing is that I cleared out the app. Here's what happened. I cleared out my app when I left Vegas because I knew I wasn't going to be there for a while. So I cleared out all the money on the app, but I still had pending bets. So all the bets that won on Sunday night. So it was what was the hoops game? Whatever the late hoops game was on Sunday. I think it was the Rockets. What I did is I took all the money I won on the Rockets and I bet it all on the Cavs. So now the app's loaded up anyway when I go back. So it is what it is. Try it. But anyways, like I said, I was in the middle of saying, I appreciate you guys coming to this show. I place bets myself. Do you place sports bets yourself? Yeah, I do the show I just got back from Vegas. The last week it's been in Vegas. And I have other ways of betting when I'm not in Vegas. So yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. So I mean, I've been on here showing sports. I know you're probably new, and that's cool. And we welcome you, of course. But I normally a lot of times I'll show the betting tickets, or I'll show something, and I wish I could show the screen from the app on things like that 12-1 in game I bet on the Celtics, the other night on Friday night when I was having dinner with Tony Brown and Craig, and we're sitting at the table and I'm like, Celtics are down by 21. I'm going to bet the in game. I think they're going to win this game outright. But anyways, let's get to some free picks. And everyone's tired of hearing me just ramble on. But coming off of that short schedule yesterday, get to the full schedule. In baseball, we got 2 NBA. We'll go to Let's go to the early game between the Twins and the Cardinals. 1:15 start. I don't know what this is. If this is a makeup game or what it can't be a makeup game, right? Because it's on a Tuesday, a day of a full schedule. It's interleague. I don't know. I don't know why they're playing it this time. If somebody knows why this is a 1 o'clock game, I would check. I would figure it out. I don't know what that is. But anyways, the total in this one's set at 8. Odorizzi, we know he throws about 150 miles an hour. Carlos Martinez probably having his best year that we've seen him forever. So Shane's saying it's a 2-game series. Yeah, but it still doesn't explain why game 1 would be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, it doesn't explain it. I love it. I love that there's a game at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. As a matter of fact, we're going to take the under 8 in this game. But, yeah, I mean, even if it's a 2-game series, they're still got to play game 2, right? Unless it's home and home. Is that what it is? A lot of times these interleague series will be 2 at one ballpark, 2 at the next, which happens too. Oh, they played yesterday. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's what this probably is then. And then they probably go to Minnesota for the next game. Okay. I see it. My bad. You're right. It was the 2. We even gave out the pick in yesterday's game. It was the 2 like first-time starters, not first-time starters, but 2 young guys. Yep. All right. Travel day. Sorry. What do they call that? Brain fart, right? All right. We'll take the under in today's game. So they're probably traveling to Minnesota, right? Tomorrow. Is that the way this is working? I'll take a quick look at the schedule. Either way you go. Because I show all of my picks. Because Mons wants to know why I don't show my betting tickets. It seems like no one in this business does. Everyone just says picks, but don't put the money up. My record is documented, 100%. I'm not going to sit here and argue it. My record is documented. I don't need to show you my bank account. And that's not going to happen. I show betting tickets on here all the time. I show them all the time. It's like not everyone uses the ticket system anymore. A lot of the bets are on the app now. A lot of the bets are online. But my record is there. I'd say 90% of the sites out there, they won't even show you the record. You talk about betting slips. They won't even show you the record. I don't have to explain anything to anybody. It's like I'm the most I might not be the most transparent of everybody, but I'm as transparent as the most transparent person there is out there on the internet when it comes to my picks. I am. What betting site do I use? I use the ones that we advertise at picksandparlays.net and sportschatexperts.com. Those are the ones I use because I know they pay. That's, to me, those online sites, to me, the most important thing. I know that the odds, if you have 2 or 3 of them, that's good enough when it comes to, getting a different line. It's always going to be fairly slight. Once in a while, it's off enough that it matters. So that's why it makes sense to have more than, maybe 1 or 2. But having ones that pay are the most important things. And all those ones that we advertise. Sports Chat Experts, I think, advertises for 2 different ones. And Picks and Parlays advertises for 1 at a time. So that's about it. But we only work with people that we know pay, and that's for sure. What app do you use? I use William Hill app when I'm in Vegas. Thank you, Mons. I appreciate that. I try and be as honest as I can. And I think I am honest. And I think that's why 3.5 million people a month read my site and watch my picks and all of that stuff. I think it's because I'm honest, not because I win all the time, because I don't, right? I mean, I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. As a matter of fact, I'll make some outrageous picks just because I think they're worth the bet. I mean, yesterday I gave out the Marlins against the Cubs. I think we lost by, I think the Cubs are still batting. I think it's still the second inning. I mean, we got crushed. I also had the A's. I mean, I lost by a combined 27 runs yesterday. But on the other side of that, they were both underdogs, so minus 200. I mean, I've seen favorites at more than minus 200 that have lost. We lost minus 200 on that. So, we live to fight another day. It's like, and both those teams, I think they were worth the shot, to be honest with you. What do you think about the total today between New Orleans and Golden State? It's hard with these basketball totals, especially in these the Western Conference games have been tough. The reason why the Western Conference totals have been tough is the games have been blowouts. So when there's a blowout, it's always under, because the team that's on top, they slow things down. They put the bench players in, and the other team, I mean, they can't score, and that's why it's a blowout, right? So generally they're under. So it's like, if you think it's going to be a blowout, it's under. If you think it's going to be a tighter game, usually over. I think that game's going to be a little bit tighter. The Pelicans, I think that series is just better teams than the other one. Hank Owens uses BetDSI, picks and parlays. I think BetX is the site that Picks and Parlays is promoting right now. 100% deposit bonus if you click on their banner. No, I gamble because this is what I do. I mean, I can't tell you guys to bet on something and not bet it myself. I think, where were we? We were in Vegas, right? Last year, football season, and I'll come on and I'll be like at the sports book, or I'll have like my money in my hand in the line. I'll go into the sports book in Vegas at Westgate on a Sunday, like an hour before the games, and people will just like, and I don't even think people will know who I am or anything like that. And so someone will yell out, "Hey Mitch, who's your dog of the day?" And I'll be like, "Raiders," and like half the place we go, "Raiders!" Yeah, it's fun, but it's like, it's certainly not expected, and it's it doesn't happen all the time. But anyways, let's get to another pick. I think I kind of like the under in the. I don't do the first quarter stuff. I like the under in the Rockets game and the over in the Warriors game. So the Mets-Reds game is an interesting game too. Someone asked for that one. Yeah, Pitt lost in hockey as a -200 favorite. I didn't touch that thing. I was asked about hockey yesterday. I didn't touch that. The 10 football. But some days we'll do the hockey, but other days we don't do it. So the Reds and the Mets, I thought this was an interesting game. I wrote this down that it was going to be a premium pick, so it's on my pad of premium picks, but I didn't give it out as a premium pick. The reason why I didn't give it out as a premium pick, I have very little faith in either of these teams right now. The Mets, very tough to win games when you don't score runs. The Reds, very tough to win games when you give up a ton of runs. I know Castillo has just a ton of talent. He's a guy that you could build the rotation around, but at the same time, he could be like Chris Archer too, where he's just constantly kind of underperforming just a notch, even though he has good stuff. We know Jason Vargas has been batting practice this season. He's his better days seem to be behind him, but I like the over in this game, but I think the Mets as the underdog here. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. This is going to be a big one. This one, it could go either way. I don't love it. I'd say toss the coin, and whichever way it falls, I'll toss the coin. I don't have one on my desk, but if I did, I think it's a lean to the Mets. But I mean, I could make a case for the Reds too, and that's why this one isn't a premium pick. But the over, I think we see a lot of runs in this one. The total started at 9.5. It's down to 9, so we got the public going in the opposite direction as well. So I think more the over than anything like that. Anyways, we're here 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Normally 11 a.m. Eastern time like we are today. Some days like yesterday, got to do it a little different because of traveling. Next week, I'm traveling again, but we should be good until the following week, where I believe we might have an airport show on separate airport shows, or depending on their Wi-Fi connectivity. I don't even know what airport I'm stopping in or what time any of that stuff is. I'll have to check it out. I guess I could check it out right here since I am I'm on the computer anyway, right? So let's see what my times of my flights are on the way back. It is What is that day? Like, here it is. So on the way back, oh, actually, listen to this. So I'm in Seattle from 8:59 a.m. Pacific. So it's just be a late show. I leave Cincinnati at 7:05 a.m. I'm in Seattle at 8:59 Pacific, so 9. So it'll be noon. We'll probably do a 12:30 Eastern show on Tuesday the 22nd. So it's not going to be that bad. You know what? It's time for you to go. I've had it with this guy. Sorry for the rest of you. Just hang on just a second. Just going to take care of some quick housekeeping here. Just once in a while we get somebody that free stuff isn't enough for them. And it's like it's just like I'm their personal pick bitch or something. That is not going to happen. I love you guys. Like I said, I love you guys watching the show. But this show is never going to be about one person sitting here asking about their picks. You know, like over and over and over again. You get one, you know, it's like I do the best I can, but I mean, this guy just, I've had enough. Anyways, they're not haters. It's just they don't need to be a hater. It's too much. You know, it becomes too much. It's like, get a consensus report, you know? They're not trolls. It's just like, get a consensus report. If you have that many questions on that many games and you can't afford, you know, $29 a month for a consensus report plus a 15% or 25% coupon code, then don't bet on sports. If you can't afford $1 a day and you got that many questions, I know everyone just comes for advice and whatever, and that's cool. That's what it's all about, right? Free advice. I'm here, whatever, man. But enough is enough, man, to some people. It's like, I can't do it. You guys know I'm working. I work hard just to hold it together this well in some of these shows. I like the Pirates as the favorite here on the road in Chicago. Giolito's been hit hard. The Pirates, I know they're not playing as well as they were, but they're playing well enough. The White Sox are they've been a mess, especially the bullpen. I think the White Sox are playing for the #1 overall pick, but we knew anyway that the White Sox aren't playing for this year. They're playing for another year. I don't know if it's next year or the year after that, but I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Pirates in this one, lay the -136. So that's 3 or 4 picks for today. I'm going to do one extra just for the hell of it because it's my show and I can do it. And I don't think anyone's going to complain about an extra pick. Yankees Boston, that's in the premium area. It's also part of my early 3-pack at sports.experts.com. Let's see, what else we got? What triggers a money line or run line bet for me? I don't like to lay big odds. And also, if it's big odds and I feel that, you know, there's a decided edge. You know, there's certain pitchers that I know can give up a lot of runs in a hurry, and if they're facing a lineup that, you know, has big bats, and they're up against a top tier pitcher. I mean, if all the boxes checked, then I go run line. If it's a money line, generally it's small odds or underdog. I'm more likely to go reverse run line, an underdog to win by the run line, than I am on the other way. I start with the underdogs. You guys know how I do mine. I start with the underdogs. Then for me personally, I go to reverse run line, and then after reverse run line, then I look at the favorites, and from the favorites, then I determine if I like a favorite enough to lay the run line. So it's a progression because all the value is on betting the underdogs in baseball. All of it is. Yeah, Irfan, we gave out the early game already. We did that. Went over it. It was the under. There. I don't generally give out I generally don't repeat my picks, but Irfan Always been a good fan, always been supportive of the site. So why the hell not? So we'll go one more pick. Oh, we just did one more, didn't we? Oh, well. I like the over in the Rangers-Tigers game also. Mike Minor, Mike Fears. A lot of mics, a lot of runs. That'll be it. Anyways, going to wrap up today's show. Hopefully you guys are around tomorrow. It's a little, still getting used to the time difference here in Hawaii. But hopefully you guys have a great day. And I'm going to go see if there's any waves outside. So have a great day, everyone. And see you later.